Here with my very first Lucifer Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important, if you want to call it up to the point where I am a rewatcher and watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, well then you better take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for those of you that are wondering, this is my first time watching this show, so join me on the journey and make sure you talk to me in the comments section about this show and these episodes. But this will be Lucifer Season 3, Episode 1, the Season 3 premiere. The title of this episode is called They're Back. Aren't they? And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So we start with a guard driving an armored truck through the desert. Of course, we ended last season with Lucifer in the desert with his wings back on and Walter White and Jesse Pinkman nearby. Okay, I'm just kidding about Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, but that would be awesome. And Lucifer says, "Are you blind?" to the armored guard. And he tells Lucifer he got him put in jail. "What is it that you truly desire?" Lucifer asks the armored guard, or the guy that's driving the armored truck, I should say. And he just wants to get out of here is what he wants. And we might be able to help each other out. And then Lucifer mentions to the guard in the truck that Chloe's a 34B, if that helps. And I can't remember why he said that specifically, but I put it in my notes. As the police set up a blockade, they ask for his partner's name and badge number. And all Lucifer knows is her name and cup size. There's, I guess, the 34B comes into play, but I don't remember the guard saying what's Chloe's cup size. But anyway, he's never wrong when it comes to cup sizes. The real thief is running through the desert in his tidy whities, and Lucifer is the one that's in the truck now. Dr. Martin is currently in a wheelchair. Lucifer wants to take care of this. Lucifer shows Dr. Martin his wings, and she asks if wings are like body hair. The wings have returned as Dad is a control freak. Dr. Martin won't help Lucifer, though, because look what's happened to her when she interjects in family matters. And then Lucifer is back at the station, and Detective Dan, who he doesn't really call a douche anymore, at least at the moment, slaps him on the back. And remember, Lucifer was out in the desert without a shirt on, and his back's probably really sore from all this sun. So yeah, that hurts. And then Lucifer tells Chloe someone kidnapped him. Lucifer takes Chloe out to the desert to essentially try to find clues. And there is an arm sticking out of the ground. Ella Lopez has arrived to investigate the crime scene. She's like laying in the spot, like trying to figure out why this arm went there. And she's doing some Masuka Dexter stuff that she learned. And Steve, an owner of a hotel, is the victim. Dan calls the Lancaster guys from like another precinct because they're like right on the border of another precinct or whatever state. I don't remember what it was. A bunch of tools. And then we are introduced to Lieutenant Marcus Pierce, who has arrived. Ella Lopez is really fond of this person, and Dan's excited to work with Pierce. And he knows Dan was a corrupt cop, so he kind of blows him off like you're expendable at this point. And Pierce doesn't want to touch Lucifer's hand due to the 92 partners that were interviewed last year. I think that's the number that he said. So he's a germaphobe as well and doesn't want to touch Lucifer's hand. Amenadiel finds out Mum is gone, and the good news is Amenadiel gets his necklace back. So there's some silver lining. Amenadiel still hasn't gotten his powers back, but he was still able to stop time last season. Ella Lopez actually finds prints on this hotel keychain or hotel key that was left behind at the crime scene. And then Ella meets Amenadiel and greets him with a customary hug. "I've heard so much about you." Amenadiel wants words sent in text, not emojis. Me either. I can't stand gifs, texts, or I should say, I can't stand gifs, emojis. I just want words. That's it. So I'm on Amenadiel's team there. I mean, I get them. I know what they mean. I just don't like them. Chloe talks to a suspect. He tells Chloe that she has nice cans for a cop and a nice ass. The suspect starts to kind of walk away from them as he actually thinks it's a joke played by the guy that's now dead, Steve. And because of the things that he's saying, and because he was essentially trying to get away, because he thought it was a joke though, Lucifer actually throws him over the ledge, but he goes into a pool just because he thought all this was funny. And then Chloe shows Josh the photo of Steve dead. He says they pull pranks on each other all the time. He didn't kill him, and Remedy has come to rub Amenadiel. Remove your clothes, massage time, and Amenadiel actually finds a feather around here. And then Ella is searching the IP address, but can't find these people that apparently people go to set up these elaborate pranks. Now it's a good time for Lucifer to have the talk with Chloe. Ella Lopez is kind of told to get out of the room, and she tells Lucifer, it's okay, I'm here for you. Lucifer tries to show Chloe his devil face, but doesn't work. Maybe it's because he can't use his powers around Chloe. I don't know if that's the case or not still. But Dan is going to get kidnapped since he's expendable. This is what Pierce wants. And Dan feels bad because Charlotte is pretending like she doesn't even know him now. Well, it's not the Charlotte that you were talking to before. It's the real Charlotte, where the Charlotte before was Mum. But he doesn't know that. Or actually, he does know it was Lucifer's stepmom, he thinks. But anyway, Lucifer tells Dan, even though he's a little douchey, it has nothing to do with him when it comes to Charlotte. So that was nice, but Dan blows him off, kind of tells him to take care of his side of the street for once. And then Amenadiel asks Ella Lopez where Lucifer is, and she tells him that Lucifer is on a sting. The kidnappers take Lucifer, and a pick is sent to Chloe. So Lucifer figured out something. I'm not exactly sure how he did, but it had something to do with the right side of the street. And I must have missed something. I don't know. I miss a lot of stuff in Lucifer. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not as good at this show. I'm not sure what this show ranks, but it's a show that I pick up stuff, and then there's stuff that I don't get that others spot really easily. So anyway, Ella says Lucifer was grabbed in a blind spot, and the kidnappers that actually kidnapped Lucifer are a few idiots, basically. Like, how did these people become these master kidnappers? And Lucifer slightly starts to torture them to a degree, and then Chloe, Ella, and Dan find out who the killer is, or the person that got Lucifer. Lucifer has also figured out who kidnapped him. This is Sammy, and he doesn't seem to know that how Lucifer got his wings. The wings are back. The Sinner Man hired Sammy to kidnap Lucifer. Chloe shows up, asks Lucifer what happened to him. He doesn't know. Chloe tells Pierce she's a damn good detective. She tells him all this stuff about Lucifer, how she should concentrate more on the work and less about Lucifer's thing and all this. And he tells her, good luck with Lucifer's thing. Lucifer shows Amenadiel his wings, tells him he can't even show his devil face anymore. And then Chloe and Lucifer, as this is going on, it was apparently something before this happened, Chloe and Lucifer find Sammy dead on a rebars. He was actually released, and that's what ends the episode. So, spoiler alert, this doesn't have anything to do with this episode, but a future episode. I'm like, I already know who the Sinner Man is just by watching the episode. I was right. Marcus Pierce is the Sinner Man, so hopefully, if you're watching this video, you turn it off before I said that. So, yeah, so Sammy's dead now, and we have the Sinner Man and a very strange, or, well, not strange, but a very intriguing new lieutenant of the precinct. I'm going to give this episode an 8.2 out of 10. It was kind of boring at times, but still interesting. The characters of the episode, well, I picked two for each side. For the guys, Lucifer and Pierce, just because Pierce was very intriguing, and there's kind of a mystery behind him, although I already figured out the mystery. And then for the ladies, I'm going to go with Chloe and Ella Lopez. Those are my thoughts on this episode of Lucifer, and I already figured out who the Sinner Man is. I don't know when we get revealed to that, but I figured it out just because it was kind of obvious in my opinion. But hey, if you've seen the episode, if you've seen all of Lucifer before, let me know what your thoughts are on that. Did you know who this person was? I mean, I don't know. Don't give me any details any more than that. I just kind of figured it out myself. What can I say? So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button. And I want to appreciate, or I should say I want to give appreciation to all of you that have been watching these videos lately. My view count is going way up on my random review videos that I do on a daily basis. So I appreciate you all for that. And Lucifer videos are starting to do really well as well. So thank you to all of you that are watching these videos. But I need more people to comment and smash the like button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. You'd be surprised. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode. If you just want to give me a score of the episode and your male and female character, that's fine. If you want to go into more details, that's fine. If you want to write an episode summary, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, just make sure you leave a comment. A lot of my thoughts are in the review, so I don't really go into details unless you ask a specific question. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.